I can feel, I believe I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. No need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know.
Hello everyone, I'm Sister Jenna. A few years ago I had a vision. The vision was comprised of witnessing members of Congress really going through a very tumultuous time. I had envisioned that within the walls of Congress there were questions about trust between themselves, but there was also the question of trust with Americans and the leadership of the country. So I went about to search for members of Congress who would be open to share with me the depths of their heart, what was at the base of their conscience. And I came across some of the most beautiful people that I walked away with this experience that our country is in good hands. Here we are many years later, maybe about 4 or 5 years later, after I had actually initially recorded Soul Talk on the Hill. And we're witnessing stuff that we have never seen in the United States of America. Trust within the walls of the United States Congress is at the all-time lowest it has ever been. As you know, just a few weeks ago, there were riots on the Capitol Hill. It was an insurrection. There were a lot of people hurt emotionally, mentally, physically. Soul Talk on the Hill invites me into the walls of the halls of Capitol Hill to sit and have a heart-to-heart conversation with members of Congress about what matters to them the most. What's at the base of their heart, their character, the content of their deepest, most innermost feelings. Never before has there been a meditation expert or an emotional wellness expert or even a yogi soul, however you want to put me in whatever label you want to. But there's never been someone like me that's been given the trust and the honor to enter into the walls of Capitol Hill and have a heart-to-heart conversation with our congressional leaders. What I love about Soul Talk on the Hill, it makes us see them for who they really are. Put aside all the political jargon that goes on. We get to see really who are the people that are creating our policies, voting for our rights. These are good people. And given the opportunity to really speak from the depths of their heart, the country, our cities, our districts will continue to keep thriving. As See Good TV re-releases this season of Soul Talk on the Hill, it is my pure wish that you sit back and relax and enjoy each of the episodes. Just go into the content, the questions, their expressions. You learn a lot about these people. They're good people. For anyone right now, it's a hard time. Globally, in the United States, it might be even more so, one of the hardest times it has ever endured. But I know that we will prevail, and I know that we will succeed. Soul Talk on the Hill is to invite you to give our congressional members a second chance, to begin to find ways to communicate with them from matters of the heart and not matters of the political spectrum. What's more important than anything is what is the need of the time internally, and how does my conscience and my heart find peace in my choices? Soul Talk on the Hill asks important questions, and the congressional leaders gave very profound answers. If you've got any comments or anything you'd like to share, please feel free to let us know. We would love to hear your feedback. Soul Talk on the Hill is not endorsing any political parties or any candidate. It is simply having a heart-to-heart conversation with those who gave me the permission to come into the sacredness of their office and delve into their hearts. Enjoy Soul Talk on the Hill. Be well. Be safe. God bless you. Please, take care of yourselves. Om Shanti friends, welcome to the next normal. I love See Good TV. It's the only network that you'll be able to view Soul Talk on the Hill. So a big shout out to our friends at See Good TV and to Trina White and her incredible team that's really thriving to make this network into something that we will enjoy watching. You know, nowadays we get to see a lot of things and maybe we don't really like what we see, but we keep it on anyway because we just don't have any options. Anyway, did you know that you can also watch them on Roku? Because you can. All right, so how's everybody doing? What's new? What's old? What's borrowed? What's blue? Groundhog Day, huh? Same thing day in, day out, but yet we're not the same. You hold your cell phone for 10 seconds, it's okay. You hold your cell phones for an hour, it's like, okay, that doesn't feel so great. You hold your cell phone for a day, your hand's going to start to feel kind of achy, don't you think? Just holding it like that. Hold it for 6 months, just like that. It's not going to feel good, right? Can you imagine holding certain feelings and thoughts in your head for a whole lifetime? No matter what you're going through or what you've been through, do know that you deserve to release yourself from that bondage, from that weight. Because the irony is, the cell phone stays the same weight, but somehow we, you and me, we get heavier and heavier and heavier, the more we keep carrying the thought of holding that same thing, holding on to it. We hold on to what they said. We hold on to the way they looked at us. We hold on to why didn't they give us the respect that we deserved. We hold on to so much that it makes us so heavy, and the situation and circumstance is way gone. So what do I do with my nows? How do I spend my now? How do I live my now from my past? My past is still in a way really anchoring me. It's holding me. I was sharing with Santosh today that, it's interesting. Even if you and I aren't consciously thinking about what happened or who did what to whom, whatever, see how easy it is for you to pick up the phone and call that person that gave you the greatest sorrow. Now, let me correct us and correct myself. They didn't give you sorrow. They were in sorrow, but you took it. Let me be very clear with the real languaging here. But when you can't even pick up the phone to just call them and check in and say, hi, how are you? I was remembering you. It means you're still thinking about that same event or situation that they had put you through. Whatever anyone is, it's on their terms. It's on them. The biggest mistake you and I make is to take it and hold it. We hold it for a week. We hold it for 6 months. We hold it for 10 years. We hold it for a lifetime, and we don't even know what to do with it. But in holding that thought, that feeling, that experience, that expectation, it takes away the power of the now. And it takes away our power, I tell you. I just told him, I go, it would be so easy for me to just pick up the phone and call this person, but I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I can love them from a distance. I know I can love them from a distance, but I also want to learn to love them up close. So what are you still holding on to? What is still sitting somewhere in the soul? It's taken up space, and it's even creating an odor. It's creating your limit. It's creating your burden, your heaviness. It's taking away your joy. So, okay, your spouse isn't the one. Okay, your spouse doesn't treat you the way you expect to be treated. Okay, and it's true. Maybe they don't give you the attention that you need. Maybe they don't talk to you in the way that you want to be spoken to. And maybe they just don't know how. And the biggest mistake that we can do to ourselves is to keep using that present moment, like right now, and think about why he talks to me the way he does, why she is the way she is. Why did they do that? Every thought you have, check. Is it from my past or is it my present? Past? Is it my past? Or am I using this present moment to determine my destiny, my future? Our vision and our destiny is inevitable. It's already pre-recorded in the soul. So since that's already there, how can I live in my now? When Santosh was telling me the topic, I go, oh yeah, that's easy. Because anybody who knows with me, it's like, let's go. Not holding, well, let's go. And I have to give credit to Daddy Janky and Sister Genty, who were the two instruments that I watched and I saw they would never pick up a lot of dirt. Why? There's a saying, I don't know if this is also out there beyond Jamaican culture, but in Jamaican they say, a rolling rock gathers no moss. And people who are just moving on to the next, let's go. that you become less attached to the narratives, the experiences, the stories. There was another scene, I remembered President Clinton, when he went into some problems at the White House with an intern, and when I observed him going through such a hardship after he did such a great job in making the economy thrive and taking us into, I think it was a $7 trillion surplus before the other party took over the presidency, that one scar they tried to make you and me believe that would ruin his presidency and delete all the incredible work that president did in creating the surplus for the nation. And it's the same thing that we do to ourselves, that there's so much good in our lives present, but if we're still thinking from a place of the past, that feeling is robbing every fortune and boon and benefit that my present moment in the now can offer me. If any of you remember that particular time with President Clinton, do you know what he did? He kept moving. He kept moving. I knew he went into a war with Iran at the time, but I knew he also kept moving and doing things. He didn't want to stop to allow what everybody was trying to do to sabotage him, even though I know it has stained his career. For people who don't think clearly, there's no way that man can do that particular act and it deletes everything when he's done so much good. You can't fool me that easily. You just can't. And I'm asking you to be the same. Don't be fooled so easily by anything out there, even from me. You have your own answer inside of you. You are your own cure. You are your pillar. You are your power. You have your answer inside of you. But why we stay connected? Because we love each other. We have to be together. We have to connect. God wouldn't have created all of us if we weren't all supposed to be together. I was remembering the other day, a few months ago, we went walking in the complex. I don't even think it's not even a block. You just cross the bush. I don't know how to word it, but you just cross the jungle, and you're in this complex. And I think there might be about maybe 15 or 20 houses in that whole complex. Myself, Sister Geeta, and Sister Shobha and Happy went walking. All three of us, three little old ladies in white with a dog. A guy drives up in his Range Rover and he goes, excuse me, but who are you people? Where do you belong? Do you live here? And I just looked at him and I went, yeah, I live right over there. Well, I'm just checking because. I go, you're looking at three old ladies with a dog? You decided to stop your truck, your van, your Range Rover to see if we were dangerous? I thought to myself, where's his thinking? Listening to the news, huh? Anybody in white or with brown skin could be trouble? So carrying the past residue into the present moment. You see how the present moment actually robbed him from just saying, hi sisters, and we all had on our white courtesan saris. It's not like we had on a Donna Karan and Ralph Lauren outfits walking around with a dog, right? And at that moment he could have seen three sisters, and maybe it's our fault, maybe we weren't walking like angels, I don't know. But despite the fact that he saw three elderly women in white with a dog, I'm not quite sure why he thought that could have been dangerous. So as I looked into his eyes and I was talking to him, I said, it's okay. We'll be walking back over to our space. He says, okay, yeah, well, just to make sure this is our complex. And I said, yes, I understand. Many blessings to you. Many blessings. And then on the back of his car, he had a sticker that was connected to some political party. And I just said, okay. It's just the things that you you allow to consume your consciousness, that it robs you so much of the, what we say in Hindi, your bhagya, your fortune, but also your boon, your good luck, your good omens, or your dua, your blessing. That if you keep allowing the past to obstruct your now, you miss it. You miss the opportunity that wanted to come and smile in front of you and tell you, let me tell you what your now can do for you. So also when you just even think about how do you develop a state of mind, a state of consciousness that is absolutely genuinely true, and to what extent can you really clean out, in another Hindi word, chit, the memory or the sanskaras, that you can clean out your memory and your sanskaras. How do you get rid of that memory and that sanskara? So this morning at 4, when we were sitting in Baba's room in meditation, I turned to Sister Gita and I says, it's so interesting, it's only love. I turned to her just like that. And I said, it's only love that can delete my past. And as I sat in the meditation room and I'm looking at Baba and the snow's falling, and I'm thinking about my journey, that I'm thinking about souls, and I'm having this pure wish, may we all become present, and may we all find love. And whenever the soul is in that state of love, it's very, very present. Very present. There isn't regret, disappointment. Yes, we have the power to choose, and we choose because of karmas. We choose because of the recording of vibrations sitting inside of the soul. But don't you ever forget, every decision you make in your life, it's because you wish to hold within yourself some sense of control or power. Every decision. When I put on my sari, what is it that I'm actually communicating? Oh, I have to remind myself I'm living a path of surrender, a path of light, a path of love, a path of service. But it's not that I put on my sari to define for me what my power and my role is, because I've been wearing it for 30 years, it's just so easy. But in reality, isn't that what it also says? The way you comb your hair, the way you put on your makeup, the shoes you wear, the jewelry you wear. What are you trying to communicate? One of the intriguing things is that Sister Gita used to tell me when I was young, in my 20s, she would never come to wherever I was living in my house and saw me looking disheveled. Like I always looked neat. Like I always had proper clothes and stuff on. Now I don't know where I got that personality from. I'm suspecting that it could be a recording in my personality that keeps me a little bit like this, you know, like value yourself now, because if you value yourself now, you will also value yourself in the future. And life is as simple as even just those small choices that you make to serve your power or your lack of power. So last night I had this bottle of water in my room, and I didn't have a glass or my cup. And as I sat there, I saw myself holding the bottle, like the big bottle. And as I watched myself doing that, I went, oh wow, it surely didn't feel right. And every time I catch myself doing that, I was like, don't do that. It doesn't give you power to believe in your value, your strength. And whenever I watch myself perform certain behaviors that seem less than dignified or less than royal or less than spiritual, I pull back a little bit and I look at Jen in her mind and I go, what's the matter? Don't you believe in your power? And time again, everyone, you know what happens? I realize it's my past. something recorded in my past is just, it's trying to feed at you. It feeds at you. Believe it or not, you can change any relationship you're in if you're willing to give up your past. Stop thinking the way that you've often thought. Stop saying the words that you keep saying. Stop looking at your spouse the way you keep looking at them. Stop looking at your kids the way you always look at them. Even to just do that, we've discontinued. Like I've told, I'm not even going to put on the news anymore. The other day when I was getting prepared, I said, they don't put us on their platform. The news folks don't put this kind of a languaging on their platforms to interview us or to talk to us. So why am I listening to all this stuff? If I'm listening to the news, I should be able to make a difference. When you listen to everything that I say, you are making a difference in your life, and I know that. In the same way, if I listen to the evening news and it's gore and this one's fighting and this congressperson and this one's trying to kill this one and this one hates this one and this one is lying and cheating and all the craziness, that's coming into your energy, and that's feeding a lower vibration of energy, which means there's something in my narrative that I'm still very low energy in. And whenever I feed into that, I bring that in my now, and so what will be my future? Low vibrations. But the irony is, I want my future to be high vibrations, but I'm not feeding it. Get what I'm trying to say? Hold that phone long enough. The phone will not get heavier, but you will. So in other words, hold that thought, keep feeding that same thought, that same regret, that same expectation, that same dislike, that same comparison, that same jealousy, that same competition, that same judgment, that same criticism. Guess what? You get heavier. And you deserve more than that. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be set free internally from your own way of thinking about yourself. Let me know if I'm speaking to the choir today. Maybe many of you didn't know I would have taken this turn with the power of now, would you? It's not Eckhart Tolle. I don't need to even listen to him or call. Let's just be ourselves. Let's be the real us. Look at what you're doing. Just like I told Santosh, I go, it's amazing how there's still things in your past that's still, it's taking up room, you know? Whereas I would just pick up the phone and just say, hey, John, what's up? I'm like, no, I'll just leave John alone. John's good over here. I'm good over here. It means it's still there. It's still swirling. It's still somewhere sitting there. So what are you going to let go of tonight, my dear friends and family? What are you ready to say, Baba, I'm done? You know, Baba, I'm done. I think I'm done with this thought. I'm going to look at these people with love and understanding, and I'm going to recognize I want to be free. I want to be free. And I'm ready to be the love that I was born to be. And you look at it, and you feel it, and then you think it, and you sit into it, and you meditate in it, and you decide yes or no, what are you going to keep in you? Let's go for a little meditation. Okay. Right now, at this very moment, take a deep breath in and out. Remind yourself that yes and no can be a full sentence. So stop trying to please everyone. Stop stressing. Say yes or no. It's a full sentence. Breathe in deeply. Release. Accept that you are perfect just as you are, and you are open for room for change. No more stress. Say yes or no. Sway your body left and right very slowly. Come back to the center. Center your eyes. And then direct your eyes as far upwards as you can. Come back to the center. Direct it downwards as far down as you can. Come back to the center. Sway left, sway right. Remind yourself, yes is a full sentence. No is a full sentence. Today, stop stressing trying to people please and please yourself. Oh, how I wish to be by that ocean shore right now. Oh, we haven't been to the beach in what, 2 years? 2 years. See, you can only imagine it. Smell it. Be present. Bring your beach right here. Especially if you're in the East Coast. You definitely want to feel the beach right now. Sun, heat, warmth. Anyway, how is everybody receiving the sharing from this evening? Please tell me. Is our tribe on the air? Is our little family out there? How's everybody doing? Do you understand what I was really trying to say? You got it, right? Did it make sense? So important, you know, and there's still such a way to go to get used to being present. I always remember there's one of our students, her name is little Jen. She was a self-made artist. She had painted a picture of a woman that was in a cage. And she's trapped in the cage, and in the picture she has her hand outside of the cage holding a key. The moral of the story of that painting was, you hold the key to free yourself. But she'd gotten so used to being in the cage, she didn't even acknowledge that she had the key to free her. How many of us hold the key to our freedom and still just sit there in the cage? Maybe waiting for somebody to come and rescue you. Maybe thinking that maybe we don't deserve to be free. Or we're so caught up in regretting what happened to us that we just stay in the cage, and the key's right there. You'll see it in your marriages. The key's right there inside of you to say, don't look at your spouse like that anymore. You know, your spouses believe Happy just laid down on my sari tail and just pulled it halfway. But the point is that don't let your thinking or your attitude really feed that old. How do we find the right words? Come on, everyone out there, help me. What is the best word when you're looking at your old nature? You call it your past, yeah, for sure. But when your thoughts naturally still feed anything that happened a second ago. How's that? That's past. Now, just for a moment, imagine what life would be like if you were just free. Just give it a little while. Not free from your husband, or free from your spouse, your wife, or your children, or your job, or your health. Just your soul. What would you feel like if you were just free? Are you even used to it? The irony is we're not even used to feeling free anymore. We're so accustomed to issues. What was it? Just before we came on too, there was somebody who must have called and asked for something, and I mentioned to Santosh, oh, you know, that person has always given us a hard time. And I was downstairs and in the studio, and he said the person emailed, and I went, oh yeah. And I said, no, I shouldn't have that thought. You see? It just slips out of you. It's like, maybe she gave us a hard time in the past, but does it mean she'll be a hard person now? If I feed into that thought that that soul was giving us a hard time, then of course I'm going to make my present hard. That's what's in my framing about the soul, no? So then what's powerful about spirituality and Raj Yoga meditation is that as we sat here, because really one of the best things about our team, we don't sit around and have time to talk about people. I love that. Actually, no one can hang around us who's like that, unfortunately. It's like they don't have an audience, because I'd rather we use our time in a worthwhile way than sit back and talk about people or complain or judge or argue. And if people do that, I can feel it, like, come on, get active, do something that is meaningful. Just don't sit unless you're having yoga, right? So just now I was telling him, oh, that's not right. I shouldn't think that way anymore. Maybe they're different. You see, this is the thing, this is the journey we're on. So right at that now, that moment of my now, I took my power back. And I said, no, maybe she's not that way anymore. It's okay. I shouldn't think that way. And you know what I did? I broke the cycle. And I broke the chain. And that moment of my now, wherever it goes and however it feeds and sustains the future of that relationship or the future of my own destiny, is that I won't judge. Maybe they're different. And somebody was calling today, and when I took a nap, I lay down today, I took a nap. It was sweet, I have to tell you. Then Sister Gita came in asking me to take her to Miami. I says, can't right now. Cars can't get out of the driveway. She's like, no, come. We can shovel. It's okay. We'll just shovel. I go, you want to shovel? She goes, yeah, I can shovel. I go, you're not shoveling anything. Anyway, I did get a nap. It was sweet until she came in to ask me to take her to Miami. But I was thinking of someone, or someone was thinking of me. And as I thought of the person, or the person was thinking of me, I went to Baba. I said, Baba, please take care of that soul. I really miss them. No more than maybe 2-3 hours later, I could feel their presence. Like they were reaching out for me through a phone call. When you're very, very present, you're not holding a lot of debris from the past, and you don't have too many desires, you know. Baba always says in our teachings of Raj Yoga, if you have too many desires, nothing will make you okay. Icha will never make you acha. I want this. Do you see what that one has? Oh, they look like that. We should get like that. Everybody, what? Icha, desire, will never make you acha. It's love that's going to free us, that love, that sacred, divine, pure love from Baba. That's what's going to liberate us. And that's how you're going to be present. You're going to start to realize, you put down the phone, as the example I gave, if you hold it long enough, you start to feel the pain in your arm. And the same thing if you put down that thought and you give love to it, then it won't burden you anymore. It won't be a weight. But the thing is, where do you take your thoughts to feel the kind of love that will give you the courage to erase your past? You got to go to Baba. You got to go to God, the source. God's energy of love is there. And if I can keep pulling that love in, then that love becomes a much more bigger experience than the stuff that I've been through. So why it's important to practice your meditation every day and be very consistent and keep your timetable. Ours is 4 o'clock, 6:30, 7:30 meditation, every hour on the hour. Even when you cook your food, you're in Baba's remembrance. You offer the food in Baba's remembrance. You're supposed to eat in Baba's remembrance. I'm a little bit of a social butterfly, but you're supposed to eat in Baba's remembrance. And when you keep creating that practice, that let love fill me up now, that I don't keep waiting for something on the outside to give me validation, to give me purpose, to give me direction, to give me peace, to give me freedom. It can never be anything from the outside that can do that for me. I have to do it. And you have to go to Baba in order to find that power. I was thinking how some folks like, you know how sometimes throughout the day, if your mind is a little free, different thoughts enter, they come and they go, right? Have you noticed? They come and they go. And I was thinking about a few souls that are public figures. And I thought to myself, how does that soul, or how did that soul survive so much hateful vibrations towards them, but also the people who supported them had love, but also a level of dislike or I don't know. They didn't have angelic love or agape love. Put it that way, you know. Agape love is completely awesome. And then I was thinking about like 1 or 2 actresses, and I thought about how when people look at them, they see their bodies, their features, their faces, and you know, some people respect them. Then you hear that, you know, this happened to them, that then all of a sudden millions of people that are following you go, oh my gosh, you know, you've done this, or you might be caught. And all those vibrations go to you when the person thinks of you. I thought of my brother today, and he just called me out of the blue. How much does that energy of thought impact another when so many people are thinking of you in a particular way? Right now, if every one of you out there watching the program tonight give me your blessings and your love and your wish for abundance and good health and happiness, you think I'm not going to feel that? How many times we read in the comments list, and you say, thank you, Sister Geeta, thank you, Brother Santosh, Antonia, Naveen, Lakshmi, and Yuga. And we read that and we go, God, we just feel it. And we say, thanks, Baba. So imagine when you're in that mode, good wishes, pure feelings, you really are generating love. You're very, very present. You're actually in your power when you can generate these kinds of feelings. It's a nice thing, you know. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, so you ready for another meditation? It's our meditation hour. I like that we pause for meditation ever so often, huh? We have a lot of changes coming up after Valentine's Day, and we're launching the new Om Shanti album. We had a great meeting the other day. So we'll have a special program on February 14th from 6:30 to 7:30. So please save that date in your calendar and tell your friends, because you'll also get a chance to hear the release of the album and to share and talk and all of these good things, and to get some latest updates and news of all the new things that are going to be happening after the 14th of February. So for now, let us enjoy each other and the time that we have and the special moments, and let's go into a moment of meditation together and think about just being very present and letting love be your guiding light.
Today, I will dive into the ocean of peace. Picture yourself swimming in an ocean. This is the ocean of peace. The water keeps you easily afloat. Smell the sea air. Hear the rush of wind across the water. Listen to the surges of the ocean as the waves roll and then break into sparkling surf nearby. Enjoy the sensation of swaying, rising and falling with the moving water. Feel the silkiness of your skin and the warmth of your body as your temperature adjusts to the surrounding water. Dive down and take yourself safely below the surface. Look around you as you sink slowly down, gently turning yourself to take in the beauty of the underwater world. A school of tiny fish swims near you, darting left then right in perfect unison, revealing vivid colors as they turn one way, then another. Let yourself sink further down, down, deeper down. Take in the beauty of exotic plant life. Deep sea tendrils curling and uncurling. Enjoy drifting weightlessly. Ahead of you is a vision of light. From high above, the rays of the sun are reaching down to the ocean bed. Shafts of sunlight illuminate the water, and tiny particles like magic dust, hover and swirl in and out of pillars of light. Move yourself into the light. Absorb the life-giving energy into your body, into your soul. Floating weightlessly in the ocean. Taking in the watery sun's energy. Feeling calm and peaceful. Soon it will be time to return to the activity of the surface. So rest here a while, floating, immersed in the still, silent water. Enjoy the tranquility of the ocean of peace. Feeling refreshed and ready to carry on with your day. Gently take yourself back upwards, up and up towards the activity on the surface. You can sense the movement of the waves just above you now. Through the water you can see the sky and the clouds above you. And you can hear the sounds of the world you are about to re-enter. Bring yourself back up to the surface waves, feeling peaceful and revitalized, and let the waves carry you back to the shore. Take in a deep breath of fresh air and slowly open your eyes.
so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am
Definitely wanting to be by the ocean. Don't we feel blessed, everyone? Like Baba's really taking care of us now. God's love, Baba's love, your love, our collective love, our agape love, spiritual love, that will all put us in the now. That will make us be very present. That'll make us be our real selves. So I hope you enjoyed today's time together, our family intimate moments together. And it's Black History Month. And if you get a chance, can I ask you to listen to my interview, incredible, Dr. Augustus White III, first African American surgeon, first African doing this, doing that. He's just incredible. He's so groundbreaking. He's been like a groundbreaking physician, no stranger to adversity himself, has fashioned a book called Overcoming Lessons in Triumphing Over Adversity and the Power of Our Common Humanity. And our time together, it was like when I had my time with Dr. Clarence B. Jones, who was the author for partial of Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream. We had a wonderful time. I think we interviewed Dr. Clarence Jones too on Next Normal, right? Yeah, we did. So Dr. White is like of that similar caliber. You just learn so much from these incredible, beautiful voices. So you can listen to that on Spotify or on iTunes. And feel free to follow on Spotify too. Apparently, all of our podcasts, I think, are there. You just kind of scroll through them. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and you can choose. I think we should put together a playlist for Black History Month. That would be nice. That would be nice. So, thank you for a wonderful night. On behalf of all of us, Sister Geeta, Antonia, Santosh, Naveen, David, Aditi, Lakshmi, all of us, and happy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of our hearts for being who you are as a community. And thank you just because you're Baba's child. Thanks very much. Tomorrow's show will be all about overcoming ego. You're not going to want to miss that one. I'll be giving you some serious homework assignments on that one. I'll take you through a PowerPoint presentation to really have you just go through it. If you got friends, if you know anyone with some serious ego, just gently invite them. There's a wonderful show coming on. I think you might like this. They might like it. Anyway, have a great evening and be well. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy. Om Shanti. Hi everyone, it's Sister Jenna from America Meditating Radio. I hope you've been enjoying WiseIsh, which you can get live on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube from 8:30 a.m. to 8:45. But you can also get it on demand 24/7. It's going to be your power boost for the morning. It's your daily dose for the soul. It's just going to encourage you to make the day that much more valuable. So join us. Looking forward to seeing you.
my wonderful, my